Hello, my powerful posse, and welcome back to Purple RX. I'm Renata, your friendly and resourceful PharmD. You know what I'm here to talk about. This health and wellness world, the vast information, and trying to help you find out what works for you and what is for you, because not everything is for everybody, and not everybody is for everything. So today is Freestyle Fridays, and actually, before I get to that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, get this out there. Let people know. My one subscriber, I thank you for listening, and I thank you for liking this video already. I appreciate you. So today is Freestyle Friday. On Freestyle Friday, I like to just get on here and just talk. And hopefully my experiences, things that I've been through, things that I have uncovered within myself and within my environment and within the world, and things that I've learned can help you. And maybe y'all might help me with something as I speak in this, and maybe y'all comment and give some of your insight. But I hope my insight helps you and helps the navigation of the craziness of this thing that we call life and this world, and what we're here to do, not here to do, whatever. So one of the things I was going to talk about today, well, mainly the thing I was going to talk about today, is stability. You know, something over, before Corona, before this vid, the whole vid happened and people's stability was already being questioned. I really had I was really thinking, and I talked to myself and was like, is this stability? I've been taught that you should get a job, you should have a career, build a stable environment, meaning have money and money saved up, having this, having that, having a family, having things look like this. And those are things of that's what stability looks like. But is that really what stability looks like? And so even a few years when I went into my hole, cuz yes, I'm a Leo, but I am okay with talking and speaking my mind if I know you. But I am also kind of a hermit, and I like to be by myself and spend time by myself a lot. And usually I'm good at balancing that, but at one point I just was giving and giving and giving so much to other people. I had to be a hermit for a couple years and give so much more to myself and to what I needed and to my dreams and to where I was going. And so within that hermit time, I think I didn't I didn't quit the first time I basically went PRN and decided to work partly on my business. The first time I did it. I've done it like twice. So the first time I did it, and I was like, all right, God, this whole stability thing of having a job, having a career, getting a stable paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, whatever, once a month, however you get it, and getting a stable paycheck and having a house, having a dog, having kids, or having this, I'm not feeling it. I wasn't feeling it because it didn't feel like true stability to me. It felt like I was a robot, and I'm just not good at being a robot. I never did a good robot I never did a good robot. I was not good at that. I'm just going to be real. And so it was just, is this the stability that we're supposed to be working for? Is this really something to endure? Do I want to endure this? Because really that stability is the meaning to being in a state of stableness, or in a state of enduring and being able to endure that and being able to stay in that. And sometimes, are we really enduring and staying in something that looks great, that I may make great money, or I may have benefits, or the relationship looks good on the outside because he has money and our home is taken care of and my kids are taken care of, or I have gym, I can go to the gym today, I can go do this tomorrow, I can do that tomorrow. You know, I have this already set up for me. So my environment is stable. But is that true stability? Are people truly able to endure in that? And what I was seeing is who really can endure in all of that is an image or based on something that is material or based on something that was told that that's what stability is. Why are we living in a time or pursuing a time, or why was that something I needed to pursue to be stable? Why does stability have to look like that? And something, as I have been time with myself, worked on things, having talks with my mom, and my mom telling me, well, you need to be stable. And I'm really like, is this really stability? Is this a life I want to live? Is this a life that I love? Because, like, why am I here if I don't love my life? Why am I here if I don't love what I'm doing and living? And so many people are having such a rough time because of stability. And COVID even shows that it broke a lot of people's so-called stability and what they thought was stable and what they thought was the most important thing and the things that they should pursue. And I had worked up to that before COVID came. I was like, this is chill. Thank God. Because this is giving me time to build and do whatever. And I have just discovered that stability isn't one thing. Stability isn't a material thing. Because at the end of the day, something I always thought was, you can have all this money, and if you believe in a God, a higher power, the universe, that's something that's greater than us. So in a day, your whole life could change and you could have nothing. You could, maybe your kids get taken away, something happens, a whole incident where your world blows up. Are you able to endure through that? Are you able to endure through a time that is so uncertain? Are you able to endure through things that you know nothing about and you don't know where you're going? You don't know what it looks like. And you have a plan, but nothing's going according to plan, and nothing really ever goes according to your plan. It may sound like your plan, but it's not going to go according to your plan. And so I think what we really have to get in is flexibility, stability, being flexible and being able to endure the ups and downs. Endure having money and not having money, being happy in each state. Because if you can't find peace and happiness in each state, it is going to be so hard for you to really endure things in life. That's even in a marriage and a relationship. There's going to be peaceful states, and then there's going to be states where it's chaos because maybe you're transforming, or your person is transforming, or your person is changing things over in their life, or there's things that are outside of your relationship that are affecting your relationship, like money, like losing this, like losing that. Are y'all able to endure through that? So why does stability have to really look one way? And why does stability have to have this definition of looking like, I have the money, I have the cars, I have the clothes, or I have somebody, or I've met somebody and he's got enough money and he's got a life insurance account, so that might means I'll be taken care of. And I'm not saying don't live this life and don't think that and just throw money at the wayside and just throw things at the wayside, because I love a nice fit. As you can see, I love lip gloss. I like getting my nails done. I like those things. I like those things, but can you endure without those things? Can you be okay emotionally and mentally and withstand whether you have it or not? Is your life and is stability in your life dependent on the things you have? Dependent on where you live, dependent on what you may have in your bank account or what you may have saved up? Are those things, is that what you're dependent on for your stability? Or is your stability within you that no matter what the situation is, you can endure? No matter if you quit your job or lose a job, or if you have some kind of disease and it kind of ruffles up and catapults you into a different direction. Can you endure that maybe your plan isn't going to go the way you thought it was going to go? Because, I had a plan. I was like, and I had a serious plan. My life plan was like, okay, after I got into school, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to med school. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a dermatologist. I'm going to make my own drugs. This is how it's going to happen. And I'm going to have like these facial products, blah. And so I was like, yeah, God, I'm going to be a doctor. And I spoke it into existence. I'm a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm a PharmD. And I wanted to make my own products. Well, I'm working on making some stuff, but I didn't have to be a medical doctor to do that. And it is just unraveled in such a different way. I thought I would be able to work and actually build a business. I had to realize and be honest with myself who I was and what I couldn't do and how entrenched I can be in some stuff. And being entrenched in those things made me see that it's going to be hard for me to work a full-time job and build a business. I could partly do it but not really fully go in and do it. And being able to learn to see stability as something else, stability as not having a paycheck sometimes, not having a stable paycheck, and being able to trust that God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it, had my back. They were protecting me. They were going to take care of me. It's not going to look like the life I had where I was making a great six figures. It'll probably be less, but I got food. I get to go. I can still go hang out or do whatever if I decide to go hang out. But sometimes, knowing me, I get enthralled in work, and I can go do what's needed, get everything that I need. So, to me, stability is. I get the definition. It is. It should encompass not just enduring, because sometimes we endure the wrong situation. There's been people in marriages that have endured for 27 years or 20 years or 19 or something like that. And after the endurance of that, they feel hurt, unfulfilled, betrayed, whatever, because something didn't pan out and turn out. And then they hold on to that for years and for life. So I don't think it should just be about endurance. It should be about balancing and being able to be flexible and maneuver through those things, and looking at stability not as, if I have money, if I have these things, if I have these material things, I should be good. Because what if you get none of those, or no way? You're still good, aren't you? I had to learn that. I was still good. God still had my back. I could still do what I needed to do, handle the business I needed to handle, take care of what I needed to take care of. And that did not wreck what my true stability was, because my true stability was within. And the thing is, I'm still working on stability. I'm still working on being a stable person within myself, that no matter what is coming around, I can be at peace. Or no matter what is going on, I can find a peace, a contentment, a happiness, because that is really what it's about. Because we're going to get challenges. We're going to get some crazy stuff. We're going to get some stuff we can't explain that's going to make us want to pull our hair out, punch somebody else, whatever. Be angry. You know what I mean. And from that point on, how are you able to get through and make it through? How are you able to keep a part of who you are, and maybe even be flexible to change parts of who you are and seek to do things another way? So I just really kind of came on here to look, what is your stability? What are you relying on to be stable? And if that stability was just, and if that thought of what stability is that can endure is, that rug is pulled out from under you, how will you handle it? How can you get through? How can you really endure? So, and I just believe being flexible, being open to change, being open to look at things from a different perspective. Because most of the time when you ask God about things, when things happen, God is asking, okay, what do you need to change? What is your part to change? What is your part to that has to be in this? Because we all play a part. Even though we don't think we do, we all have a part we played in each situation, or there's something we need to change. Whether it's how we react and interact with somebody. Because sometimes the way you're reacting, being angry or being this, or being frustrated or not wanting to deal, it may be a valid reaction, but is that action going to allow you to have peace and allow you to be able to not be flustered and fettered in a situation? Like if somebody's disrespecting you. I think it was Trey Young. They just had one thing with Trey Young. He wasn't flustered with somebody when old boy came up at halftime and knocked him on the shoulder. Tried to do the little what is it, the little underhanded shove with the little shoulder, being petty. So when somebody's petty with you, are you stable enough to endure that and not deal with that and not let that be worried, and not let that worry you? So in this time when things are changing, when these things are not what they used to be, just think about what you're calling stable and what you see as stability. It's so important in these times to change our perspective on what things should be, what they're supposed to be, what they're told they're supposed to be, because a lot of times we're told things and that's just what somebody else got from life, or that's just what somebody else heard from somebody else because they thought that was the answer. And I've learned there is no exact answer, right or wrong answer. Everybody's life is different, and everything is different for everybody. Because what my brother may see as stable is not my idea of stability. What my friend may see as stable, I can't fathom that, or I can't understand that, or I wouldn't go through that. So the best thing is finding what works for you and questioning, is this stable, or is this somebody telling me what stability looks like? Am I able to endure and go through this? Is this something I can handle? Or is there, and within this, am I able to be flexible within this? Whether that be the career path, whether that be your emotions, your thoughts, however you see it, rethink what stability is and find out what it is for you. Not what everybody tells you a stable marriage should look like, because it's different for everybody. Some things work so well for some people, and for other people, it just doesn't. It's going to crash and burn. So figure out what is your stability. What is a place in a way that you can be happy no matter the circumstance. No matter what it may look like to somebody else. Don't let somebody else and what they think a life should be dictate what your life should look like and how stability should look for you and what you're building your life upon. So build your life on what's best for you. And build your life upon what you see that you can work. Not what everybody tells you should work, but what you can see that you can work. So just a little tidbit, a little thought for today. Question almost everything. Question anything. People used to say I ask too many questions. But question things for yourself. That's how you find out what works for you. Am I happy here? And not happy in a way like, do I have all the things? Am I joyous here? But is this something that really, if I didn't get paid or if I didn't get what I needed, that I would be able to survive or live in or endure in? Is this something that it's giving what it needs to give, or I'm giving what I need to give within it? Because all of our situation, at the end of the day, it's about giving to something and spreading whatever has been put in us, whatever has been placed in us, and our talents in some way or another. Whether it's cutting hair, whether it's teaching kids, we all have something to put into somebody or spread to other people. And are you doing it for the money? Because a lot of times, if you're doing it for the money, that's kind of how America's in this situation. It isn't. It is thought about nothing but itself and its stability. And you can see how well that stability has really endured and has really crumbled and been crumbling because they were on a shaky foundation from the start. So question the foundation. Question what you're really here, what you're really about. Think about purpose. And purpose doesn't have to be big, and not everybody has a purpose you think you're supposed to have. Sometimes your purpose could be just chilling and learning to endure day to day. And sometimes people seeing you learning to endure and go through day to day can bring them joy and bring them great things, because they're saying, shoot, I feel the same way. So start really looking at what's important to you. Is this life giving what it needs to give? Am I miserable just living something that people told me I have to live because this is the only way to survive? There isn't one way to look at things. There isn't one way to survive. There isn't one way to have peace, joy, or happiness. So figure out what works best for you and figure out what is for you. Because it didn't take me a while. After I woke up, it didn't take a while. Once you wake up and get out of that, this isn't it, you'll start, it might take a few months to a year, depending on how deep you're ready to dive and how deep you're willing to sit with yourself and how much you're willing to sit with yourself. So, dive deep. Figure out what's best for you and your life. And don't worry about what anybody else has to say. Unless they are paying your bills, I cannot say anything. I can't tell you what to do. Unless they are paying your bills, taking care of you, whatever and whatnot, I can't speak on that. I feel they do have more of a say because, hell, they footing the bill. But if they're not footing the bill and it's you, do you. You don't have to answer to anybody, but still find out what you need, what it is for you to live a joyous and peaceful life. Because that's all I hope for anybody, is to live one that is full of joy, peace, love, happiness. Because once you find those things, money will come. What you need will come. Everything that you need or you thought you needed will come. The things that you thought you needed, they ain't gonna be there because they not gonna be able to withstand how you do things. It won't even hold a candle to what you're trying to do. So, you know how I do. Not everything is for everybody, and not everybody is for everything. Find your stability. Find what you can endure. Find a place that is for you. And you get what you need, and you're able to give what you need. So, thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm new to this. Actually, I'm not new to this. I've been doing this for a little bit, but I haven't been doing it inconsistently. I've decided I'm going to do 3 videos a week because that 5 videos a week was not for me. Until I can get this down, I'll add some more. And I may even add some more snippets in between on different things. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, write them down below. Let me know what you want to hear, what you want to know about. I'm here for it. Thank you guys.